bet you're wondering where all this started, right? Well, it kind of goes right back to, before Trudeau won, okay? Because, we all know that when he first got elected, he threw in the hat right at the last minute about marijuana being legalized. Now, we all know after his little stuff he was doing before, when he was a protester himself, he was doing the blackface and all that stuff, right? Okay, that he was also in the money, and he wants to make more money. So who's he make deals with? Well, you got to make it legal here in Canada, so he makes his deals with, Snoop Dogg, Martha Stewart, a lot of celebrities out there. How does he do that? He makes the connections with the people that are in the business there. Now, I know that we had Donald Trump come in there, but I'll get to that into a second. But we had Mr. Trudeau step into the ring first, right, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, yes, we did. And they all had it planned right from the beginning. They were all getting ready to do what they were doing right now. They legalized marijuana, made facilities to inhabitate and create it and make money off of it. And what did they do for the first 2 years, maybe 3 before pandemic hit? A lot of stuff happened. A lot of stuff happened in the States. A lot of stuff happened even here in Canada. A lot of stuff happened abroad, okay, overseas. You guys all remember the Notre Dame burned down. Now, we'll get to that too. But first things first, we're talking about, the connections and making deals and, making organizations like the We Foundation, which, I have to say, it comes pretty close and comes really right, narrows it right down here, okay? Now, before I get into any more there with that subject, let's continue, okay? Because wheeling and dealing's good. You make a deal, it lasts a bit, and then later on you do a favor, you keep the money coming, some money gets accumulated. Now Donald Trump comes along, and he's apparently pissed everybody off, right? Unfortunately. You know why? Because they're losing out on all these deals, okay? And they also their biggest friggin' dealers and their biggest friggin' crime bosses get nailed left, right, and center, like Epstein, Weinstein, and stuff like that, And then all of a sudden you've got, elections getting, manipulated. And we all know it's a diversion here with this Russia being involved with this manipulation of votes, because we all know it was Canada. Because Justin Trudeau also implemented the Dominion voting machines. Yeah. Is it all ringing a bell now? It's all coming into play? This is for a later date, for when we're coming up to another election later on. Because the reason why Hillary lost is because they were trying to manipulate with the votes. Now, just maybe Trump wasn't supposed to win. Maybe it wasn't supposed to happen that way. And just because they put in the big idiot in there, like Dominion voting system, something else happened. And you know what? The Clintons Foundation put a lot of money into that, didn't they? They were surely sure they were gonna win, didn't they? But they didn't win. And it was a big shock to the world. And then we had Trump in as President of the United States. Oh, it seemed like war for everybody. 4 years of war. He was doing so good, making you guys have this, that, and you guys weren't even hearing it. You just hated him. Why? Because he was exposing Epstein. He was exposing this. He was exposing that. Crime is crime. And if you're making money doing crime, that's against the freaking government and the law and their money. Did you get it? Got it? Good. So, law book is law. Get to know it. So, Trump is in there. To you guys, he's causing problems. To me, I say he was doing a great job. Screw you if you don't like the fact that I like Trump. Got that? Because he was telling it the way it is. He was telling, and yeah, the left was getting right pissed, and they were scheming. Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, all in there, all in Biden. Okay, before Biden even was elected, you had Kamala Harris knocking him down left, right, and center. Now she's fucking vice president. A little peculiar, don't you think? Let me just tell you. Okay? These groups of people they call what? The deep state, the little, they're the ones that hired these Antifa people to organize the whole friggin' thing in the friggin' all the riots. Okay? It doesn't matter if you're black, white, or what race you are, you can be Antifa. Don't you get it? It's like a gang. It's how they work. Am I exposing you, Antifa? Hi. Bye. Guess what? Pew! It's just the way it is. I'm sorry, I do not support you guys, so stick it. We're the good Lord, Yeah. Merry Christmas. Oh, yeah. Now, Black Lives Matter. Okay? Something happens. Wasn't just the George Floyd stuff. It wasn't just that. Wasn't just the George Floyd stuff. It was the stuff that was going on with Kavanaugh. And then you got Alyssa Milano coming in there and barking her lips. Which she should just shut up because she put her own feet in her mouth later on. Hence getting to fucking Biden later. Like, you getting the story here? Is it kind of getting to the story? Okay? So what do? After all this crap's going on, Trump's got a list of stuff that he's signed and everything like that he's got ready to go. Okay? Ready for the next 4 years, too. What do? You mess with the voting systems again. Instead, this time you tried to do it with the paper ballots. By hiring the Antifa group or anybody else that was a group like that to go in there. It's easy to manipulate their status and why they're there and everything like that. So you put them in there yourselves. You know you did, Harris, and the rest of you, AOC. You don't know who you're hiring because you don't do background checks. They say they're good people and you just go by their word. That's just the way you are. And get off of it. Okay? You plan this shit right from the beginning, and right now, everybody's looking at Biden and he's not the president. Harris is the president. And stop joking around, Harris. You don't know what you're doing. Every word that comes out of your mouth, you have no idea. So let's just stick with the subject at this point and we'll get to you. Okay? Because maybe you'll learn something. You're learning how this narrative has been going for you and the rest of your people on this side of the friggin' fence. Okay? It looks completely bad. This is how the world sees it. Okay? You guys set it up, trying to regain the funds back for Hillary. All the funds that she lost from the Clinton Foundation, turned it in. Here we go. Turned it into the We Foundation. Had the We Foundation going up. Here we go. Twist and turn with Mr. Trudeau. The We Foundation, Dominion. Y'all manipulated the whole thing. Don't lie. It's written there. It's evidence there. And then, you use the pandemic. Use the pandemic to get in the votes. Everything you promised out there, it's not coming. Everything you promised out there, give me a stroke. You're not bringing it. You're not giving it. You stole money with this whole Biden thing. You did. Now you're trying to filter it through Canada, through its properties, through this We Foundation. I see it all. Don't fucking Justin Trudeau, all of yous out there. Don't fucking hide it. We all see it. It's just your news reporters and everything like that. You got this thing about, sugarcoating shit and twisting things up. And for God's sakes, man, God bless yous. Okay? Well, whoever's got a hold of your fucking sack right now, squeezing it tight to make you fucking give in. But the thing is, I'm here, nobody's got a hold of my sack, and I'm just telling it the way it is. Freeland, you're involved too. You're involved too. Don't fucking lie. You just made a fucking whole political spiel over there with the Ukraine. Now, nothing against the Ukraine, okay? There's many things that are bright about that country, okay? But there are many things that are fucking really dark about that country too. And you can't hide it there, Freeland. You can't hide it. A lot of stuff's been going on. I really find it very peculiar. But let's get back to Donald Trump and this whole manipulation of the freaking votes. You guys used the system to get your good buddy Joe, Uncle Joe Biden in, didn't you? Didn't you? Because you knew he was old and he's senile. And Jill, come on, Jill. And all these words that that Joe uses. Who's writing his script? Somebody that's taken notes from a lot of the stuff I've written, not just on here, but on my entertainment stuff, on my other stuff that I do. It's a damn shame, especially after getting a strike on my channel. After everything I predicted, everything that I was told was going to happen, after everything I analyzed, everything I put up there, the one video I put up there, it gets a strike, and I have to take a week off to tell you guys what the hell's going on that channel. Well, I always have my sideways. I always have backup for that. But you manipulated the voting system because nobody in there was, really voting for Biden. Plus, you try to rush these people in from other countries down the border. You tried to rush them in, and then when it came down to brass tacks, now you closed the gate. You manipulated the voting. You're manipulating people now with the COVID. And it's tyranny. The depopulation, the We Foundation. It's written in stone that they want to depopulate It's the same as the NWO stuff. New World Order. You just change the name. See, this is the problem. None of you are stepping out of your comfort zone. I think it's time somebody kicked you out of your comfort zone. We have some real people running the country, people who know what the country's like and know what we do really want. In both countries, Canada and the US. And you guys all know you want Trump back. Hell, I want Trump back. Seems like he's the only cure to these problems, because you bet your ass Oprah's not going to help you. And you bet your ass that at this moment The Rock just ain't feeling it, and it is just not the right time. Maybe after Trump. Maybe after Trump. Hey, maybe with Trump as vice president. How about that, Kamala? How's that for badass? Let's see what happens. Shall we? Next election. Trump. 2024. Be there or be square.